Okay, as you remember, we had leveled the dirt from here all the way around before we planted the grass. Now, I have leveled all this area here. And the other thing I have done is I have added some dirt around the avocado trees to bring it above the level. And here there's the edge of the grass, and I am now leveling down this way. For those of you that have seen the other clips, you'll remember that in this area was a big old pile. Well, I've spread that thing down, broken down all the clumps, and I'm headed in that direction. And what I do is, down there by the wheelbarrow, that dirt is pretty much clump free. So I'm taking that, bringing it here, and finishing level. My plan is, because it's getting to be less and less dirt, I'm going to take all this dirt here, level all in between the fence and the trees, all the way up there to the fence. And whatever dirt is left over, if there is some dirt left over, I will put in this area here. And then when I come up with more dirt, buy more dirt, whatever, then I can do this area here. And this area here, all the way a little bit past the water pipe there, because the idea that I have in my head is I will put a floor all the way up a little bit past this water line here. And what I'm thinking is I will dig here, and I will put a 1-inch pipe into each of the tanks. It'll come in this way and go down that way, and I will put a valve right here so that I can fill the water tanks in there whenever I empty them. And then I will run a water line through here, down all the way on the edge here, across to this side, all the way down to that end, so that you're on the back side of this thing, and run that pipe along here. I'm gonna have to dig a little bit and do the same thing. Bring in the pipe over the fence and down, so that the water can be added. Yeah. And then of course, from the edge here out this way, it'll be 50 centimeters, which is about that far. And the floor will be there all the way around to where I showed you that water pipe. And then along this here, by the edge of the 50 centimeters, put up the 4x4s to support the roof that will cover this area here. Now, I'm gonna have to figure it out as I do it, but what I want to do is I would like to take, since the roof is going to run this way, with the highest point here at this walkway, I would actually like to put that roof over this one, so it kind of covers this whole area here and provides a little bit of protection. Now, if that interferes too much with this grass, it's okay. I'll cut the grass out, put some concrete there. It's no problem. Now this, I will leave open here. And what I want to do is from the corner here, all the way to the first compost box there, which is actually step number 3, where you see that dirt sticking up out of there. I'd like to put some 2x2s and match this angle and come this way and attach here. So from here, angle it up this way, just like this roof, and that will support the 80% shade material, so that we can actually plant something here. So attach it here to this 2x2, match that angle, and go down here to the corner, go up. And then of course the shade cloth will only be over this raised bed, and it will stop at the edge of this thing here. Eventually these avocado trees will grow, and they will provide shade for this thing here. And we have a couple of options, I guess. We could leave that there, or we could take it off and not have any shade material anymore. But time will tell, and we'll make that decision when we get there. Right now we've got to go with the plan I've got and get it done. But that's a little bit in the doing. So right now my efforts are to finish spreading this dirt, and then I will start to concentrate my efforts on putting some concrete floors in the chicken coop, so we can get some feed, get some this, get some that, and get some chickens or rabbits in there. So I better get busy, spread the dirt, build some cages, put some concrete down, and just work my butt off so we can get some chickens in here. All right. Just a quick note here, just to show you the power of water. This water here is coming from that field right there, which is about 7-8 meters. So that tells you how that water travels underground. And as you can see, this sunk down because the ground underneath it got wet. Yesterday they flooded that field, And that's what happened. Here, you will see the same thing. Now here, and here, is coming from that field over there, which is about 10 or 12 meters. Here you'll see this ground coming down a little bit too. Here it is, which is pretty funny to me because here in Thailand you have a lot of rain, you have a lot of irrigation, yet people, in my opinion, know very little about water. You see, as you drive by all over the place, fences falling down because the water undermines the dirt underneath the fence and topples it, because a lot of your fences are made from just block. Anyway, the only water that I have put on this site is these trees, which is not enough water to do all that stuff there. Oh, and by the way, that wet area that you see on the blocks is about 1.5 meters down. So you can see what water does. Simply amazing. So you've got to stay on top of it, otherwise everything falls down. So as you can see, the opposite side, there's nothing there. It's only the sides that are facing the flooded fields. And that's why now the contractor said, this is enough, you can put some water in there, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think so. With as much weight as this thing's going to have in here, the last thing I want to do is have fish in there and this thing crack and start leaking everywhere. Then I've got a lot of fish with nowhere to go. So that's why I'm going to do a double wall with concrete in the middle to help stop this. Now, I know that these concrete blocks are really permeable and water does get soaked into them. But here's my thing. In order for this to happen, you have to have water. And the only place that it comes from is those fields, because it has not rained. Okay, I just wanted to point that out because I find it extremely interesting. All right. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
Bye bye